What's up, y'all? It's your man's Rico Wayne.
Hitman B. You know.
And we up here in the cozy corner in the DFW Metroplex at the Feeltrip podcast. And we're about to kick this off with Woman of the Week, y'all. And since I have it, you know what I'm saying, this is finna be one of my favorite Woman of the Weeks. Because niggas be hating. The last time I mentioned her name, it was quite controversial because niggas was like, how could you like motherfuckers with these ways of life? My Woman of the Week is Diana Armstrong, aka Diamond, off of the Players Club, portrayed by Lisa Ray. I don't really know where she was from in the movie. They never really did state the specifics. All we know is that Ebony came up from Florida, y'all. And the reason why I chose Diamond is because when her life came after her, she got pregnant. She was staying with her parents. She wanted to go to college. Her daddy was sitting up there yelling. And all of a sudden, she was like, well, what you want me to do? And then he was like, not with my goddamn money. The historical quote goes. And then she left out of the house. And then she started going to the Players Club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, dog?
Freaking and geeking.
And you know what I'm saying? Even though she did fall into a little pitfall fucking with Ronnie and Tricks, you know what I'm saying? She got up out of there, stayed strong,
right,
and didn't even look back until she had to beat that motherfucker ass in the back in that locker room.
Then Jamie Foxx walked through.
Yeah, man, it did. Yeah, man. What was Jamie Foxx's name in that movie?
Damn, honestly, bro, I can't remember right now.
Fuck it, he was just Jamie Foxx in that movie.
He said, it's gonna be some trouble. Trouble. He dying again. This sickness kicking his ass.
Still beating ass, you know what I'm saying? Still beating that sickness ass, y'all.
2 weeks straight.
But yeah, man. I'm at the tail end of it now. I can laugh a little bit now. But yeah. Ladies, when you look at the Players Club, look at how Diamond falls into these certain things, you know what I'm saying? And then she rises back up strong.
True.
Independent.
True.
She was like with Jamie Foxx. She didn't need Jamie Foxx. She was just with Jamie Foxx. You know what I'm saying? Even when her boyfriend got caught doing tripe things, get your ass up out my house. She's still doing her thing.
She almost killed that.
Still taking care of her son. You know what I'm saying? She had to establish some, like, you ain't finna be able to play this type of shit with me, dog. Like, you ain't finna be with my cousin. And then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she was on the bathroom.
And then Ebony off in the bathroom crying. That's why I had to get this Woman of the Week on, y'all. Because, like the good thing about having a fictional character is that most of the time you know all about the fictional character's business. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like whenever we have like women that's in real life and stuff like that, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But with Diamond, y'all, we seen her.
Picture.
We seen her saying, I shouldn't have let you come up here because I know you was acting like a little hoe. Like when she was out in the restroom crying, and then like when Ebony was peeking out, like, I think it's safe to come out.
Nope.
Oh man!
Remember her professor?
It was just so much strength radiating.
Was it her professor?
It was just so much strength radiating out of that role. When a professor came to the club and she ran to the back.
Yeah, but the dude, I almost got the people mixed up. The one that followed her home, like he got the little dance or
you
whatever.
talking about that nigga name? What was his name? Byron
Stanley
or something like
some
that?
shit like that.
I think
it wasn't Stanley.
I don't know. The dude who she was like her favorite customer,
yeah,
was stalking her,
bro. And he got up to the door.
I always follow you home, Diamond.
He was like, just open up. Just open up.
Oh my god,
bro. And then she had to lock that door. Like he was really trying to get in.
Ladies, Second Amendment, be ready.
What taser?
That's Woman of the Week, y'all. Diamond, Diana Armstrong, portrayed by Lisa Ray. So strong, so fierce.
And she got that degree, right?
You know what I'm saying? With the graduation pics and all that shit. Yeah, man. That's
we forgetting one key character though.
What we got?
Actually, 2 key characters.
What we got?
I mean, we got Dollar Bill,
portrayed by Bernie Mac, R.I.P.
And then we got what's his name? It ain't St. Louis because St. Louis is in the car.
It's either KC or Brooklyn.
One of them 2.
One of them was Terrence Howard. Yeah. And one of them was Charlie Murphy, R.I.P.
Kicked Dollar Bill and that nigga fell.
Hold up, my nigga. Who you telling? Oh shit! When he was stomping on him.
I think was he trying to put him in the trunk or take him out the trunk? That shit was funny.
This is classic. This is classic hood movie type shit right here, y'all.
Well, that shit is funny.
You know what I'm saying? Aside from that bullshit that we seeing today, like I Got the Hook Up 2 and High Part 2, we talking about classic hood movie shit. We talking about where this nigga This nigga St. Louis is up in the back seat. Do something to make me feel better.
Oh shit.
My nigga Charlie Murphy went to the trunk.
The nigga pulled out.
Like, see, this is what y'all niggas be on that baby shit. Y'all niggas be pulling out pistols and driving by, you know, shoot out a little window. My nigga Charlie Murphy pulled out a LAW.
That's what they called it.
I don't know what the acronym stand for, but that shit is made to end shit. You know what I'm saying?
The show into that damn club and whoever was in it.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, he pulled out a rocket launcher, y'all. Like, Charlie Murphy pulled a rocket launcher out the trunk. Bro. Turned the Players Club into a parking lot, dog.
Bro. Didn't that nigga St. Louis burn Agent Johnson on the forehead or on the nose with a cigarette after he was like driving the nigga around?
Yeah.
He was hanging on. He was holding on to the back of the window.
He had his neck off in there. See, man. See, it was a magical time when you see AJ Johnson's face. It was a magical time back in the day. Like on that first, I got the hookup.
Legendary.
On Friday.
Legendary.
Man, on the Players Club.
Legendary.
Whatever you see him, man, you was like, this shit finna be lit.
And then his stand-up comedy too. I mean, when Master P had his little No Limit stand-up comedy, that shit was funny.
I have no recollection, but
the shit was good. I think it was for no, it wasn't for I got the hookup, but it was just like a little all-star,
just a platform for comedians.
Yeah,
that was trying to get out there.
No, not. It was. I think these was like, you know, some of the hottest comedians in the 90s.
Like, you gotta appreciate. Right. You gotta appreciate what Master P did back in the day, man. Like he was coming with, like, it's like whenever you decide to get into the business of attention, like when you decide that when people pay attention to you that they're gonna be like, you know, rewarded for it, whether it's gonna be like entertained or enticed or enlightened. And if you could support like that shit, if you could support it's like if the support that you have stands so tall, like his was, like, yeah, man, if you buy this album, you're gonna be able to see a movie where we like put in so much work to portray this whole album, you know what I'm saying? Like Snoop Dogg with The Game of Life.
Did
Bruh.
I don't know if I seen. Did I see that?
It was like Snoop Dogg had like a whole movie where he was like, I know the beginning started off with a shootout, and then I think he died or like fell into a well or something. All I remember was him getting shot and falling into some shit.
No, I ain't see that shit.
I ain't seen the shit since I was a kid, but I do remember Master P having everything ready for you, like from music DVDs with videos and shit like that to, like, you know what I'm saying? I want to say at the end of every movie it was music videos. Yeah. Dog.
That was kind of like the end of, like,
he played in the NBA.
He did for a short stint, and I was cool with that.
I say all that to say this. I just tried to watch I Got the Hookup Part 2.
Bro, I haven't even seen it.
I just tried to watch I Got the Hookup Part 2.
It was, I mean, it had to be. I didn't give it no. Oh, it's gonna be a good ass movie because it'll never be. I Got the Hookup. It'll never be the first one. I mean, that's vintage.
It was a different time, man. It was a different time. Like, what I think it is, from what I've seen, man, it's like whatever is happening in the hood these days. I don't know if people that like done had success stories is really like conversing with the people that's making these movies. But it's like, it feel like it's like no direction with them. You know what I'm saying, dog?
It was just a bunch of.
It's like it's too much. It's too many shortcuts that lead to nowhere. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, what movie was we watching? What movie were we talking about last week? But we really didn't dip into because we was at the end. 50 Cent, Before I Self-Destruct.
Yes,
I love that movie, dog.
That's a good movie. Like, it has a whole plot to it.
It's like the story was good because he got his mama just died. Right. His little brother, he wanted to support him while he going to school. He sent him out to a private school. Right. He wanted to come up in life because he pretty much was just working at a supermarket.
And that nigga, he was a hitman, right?
Yup.
Yeah.
And you know that shit there was just, you know what I'm saying? It it was real clever how they played it. You know what I'm saying? He was like low key in the streets and shit like that. Then he was showing up with suits with Clifton Powell and shit.
Yeah, met up with the wrong female.
Yeah, man, he got it crushed up because you know what I'm saying. The same thing that happened to Jon Snow at the end of Game of Thrones. You know what I'm saying? He got to choose duty or love, and he chose love over duty. He ended up in the rain, shot up.
See, I don't
slow
watch
motion.
That. See, I don't watch what they call GOTS. I don't watch it.
Hey, I learned from those stories. That could be why I'm still single right now. but I ain't been shot and left in the alleyway yet though, dog.
You stupid, bro.
like the last few times where I came close to a relationship, dog, I had to just keep it real. Like when it comes to a certain point, like I work on myself like pretty much on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? I always be like, if I'm gonna do something today, I'm gonna at least watch like an inspirational interview, or I'm gonna listen closely to some lyrics to a song and like, you know, dig out a jewel or something like that, and then bam, I'm just start into my little foundation or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was listening to Lil Brother earlier this week, and some shit that stuck with me was when I want to say it was Fonte that said. Fonte said, whether it's the people that's paying or sneaking through, these are the people that I'm speaking to. And that shit touched my soul, dog. And it's like what that made me think was, from a philosophical standpoint, like it's gonna be people that like listen and they show appreciation.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be people that, you know what I'm saying, some people like, I know what he was talking about. He was talking about the bootlegging age. You know what I'm saying? Niggas on LimeWire and shit. But he was like, even though they doing that, they still trying to get to you. You know what I'm saying? Right. They still trying to get to like what you saying and shit like that. It's like they want your shit that bad that, you know what I'm saying, that they like gotta get it like that. So sometimes you're not gonna feel that direct appreciation. It's gonna be that indirect appreciation because they still want to feel your art. They still, you know what I'm saying, be in the presence of your shit. So like that shit touched me, dog. And like whenever I'm talking to females, I don't know if they like working on themselves like that, man. It's like I think it's a lot that's like, I don't know, it's like sitting and waiting. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just a lot of, I see a lot of procrastination. And like me, I'm like a person of action, you know what I'm saying? Like right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
I think
hands on.
Everything comes with time. So I mean everybody in life is just in a different stage. So I mean that's why I don't have, well, I don't want to say it like that. I'll say that's why my expectations for certain things don't really be there because I mean I can't base what I went through or what I've been through off of, well, I can't take what I've been through and expect the same thing from you.
Yeah.
I can't. I mean, it's just not something, that's not logical. Like we both gonna have different experiences with the same, possibly the same situation. We just had different experiences.
Read the book, get the different messages.
Right.
Same book, different messages.
So like just at my time of being single, I can say I really didn't have expectations for females. I mean, I didn't. I mean, I'm just gonna say. I mean, I'm just gonna speak for it like this. I didn't know what I was looking for, and I'm gonna say I don't think they know what they was looking for because at the same time, shit. I mean,
learning each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
I want to say that's part of the healthy hope phase right there.
Yeah.
I want to say that's part of it, dog.
I mean, that's a good thing. That's why I be confused when I see people that are in relationships but are still looking for,
still got curiosity.
Yes. Like if you know you
that's
have
scary,
these,
dog.
It's like if you know you still have these type of feelings, don't pursue the next person. Don't pursue it.
Yeah.
Be honest with yourself at the end of the day.
Don't give somebody false security.
Yeah. You got to be honest with yourself. That's what I was. That's how I was with myself. I was honest with myself.
Yeah.
And I was honest with the people that, you know, that wanted to be entertained. And I was like, well, I mean, I'm not looking for nothing. To be real with you, I'm not looking for anything. I mean, like, if you trying to get this out of me, you ain't gonna get it. I mean,
what you mean, extortion? You was getting extorted?
No, I'm saying if you looking for, you know, the lovey-dovey and all that stuff. I mean, you're not getting it because I'm not gonna be fully committed to you.
Oh, this is back in the whole phase. This is whole phase talk right here.
I mean, I ain't gonna call it the whole phase.
You scared to claim your whole phase?
No, I'm not saying that.
I'll
just
claim
saying
my whole phase.
I'm not.
I'm ready.
I'm saying it as.
You know what the benefits of a whole phase are?
I mean, there's pretty. But
name me one benefit, dog.
I mean, there's nothing to. There's not. Okay, I'll say the benefit of it. There was nothing.
You seem like you're scared to say whole phase. The benefit of what, dog?
Nah, I'm not saying it that way. I'm saying a benefit to me from that phase, that whole phase, in life was I didn't have nothing to attach myself to. I didn't have no boundaries.
So he's saying you could
like
just fly like a bird.
Yeah, no
worries, no restraints.
Yeah, there was nothing for me to report.
If somebody called and say where you at, you'd be like, I'm not even your boyfriend. Get back.
Right. I didn't have to worry about stuff like that. I mean, people would text me here and there. We chopping it up. But, I didn't really have nothing. Really, I was cool.
It's cool, man.
Living my life, and I learned a lot about myself, and it gave me a lot of time to appreciate that moment and to learn what I need to take into the next relationship. Learned a lot from that, and that was a beautiful time because I became one.
It's like I'm gonna say the healthy hoe phase. It's like on Dragon Ball Z when you normal, like when you got black hair, you like, you know what I'm saying, you like a young adult, you know what I'm saying, you like, well, you just a virgin when you got the black hair, and then your healthy hoe phase, and so you start yelling like like when Goku they be yelling, go Super Saiyan and shit like that, and then when your hair finally go gold and your eyes turn blue, that's when you like. That's like when you got the aura still. You still got the aura, you know what I'm saying? That's when you like, yeah, I done found myself, you know what I'm saying? Now you out here, you know what I'm saying, cluster bombing the city. You know what I'm saying? You cluster bombing the city, learning yourself and such, you know what I'm saying? You know, all the restaurant spots, you know what I'm saying? You learning how to, you know what I'm saying? You learning how to displace backs a little better and all that, you know what I'm saying? and then Super Saiyan 2, that phase when Goku and Gohan was up in the hyperbolic time chamber, and they was just like walking around with gold hair, and they was just calm. That's when they found themselves, dog. And then they stepped out and beat Cell ass.
My thing is though, when it comes to people actually knowing themselves, man, I think people try to hop into relationships to try to find themselves through the other person.
That's nasty,
and that's not a good thing, bro. Because basically you're trying to tell your partner to teach you things about yourself that you should already know.
Give me an example.
So, people with anger issues.
I
could say, you want this person to figure out for you what ticks you off the most and how you should handle it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to see. When you say people with anger issues, somebody that's mad, if they get into a relationship and they get mad at somebody and they want them to figure out how to stop them from being mad.
Yeah, it's like you want them to
slap the shit out of them and then tell them to stop being mad.
It's shit like that. It's like they look for comfort in the wrong thing. It's like,
you talking about
what you got?
Stockholm syndrome?
What the fuck is Stockholm? What is that?
It's like Stockholm syndrome is when people get like abused and then they get so used to it that they find comfort in abuse.
Well, I didn't want to say that, but I'm gonna say like a lot of people, they just look for the wrong things in people to complete for them. It's like that's why I feel. That's why I say people gotta love themselves first before you can love the next person.
Most definitely.
Because I mean, you can't be trying to fill a void.
If you're trying to fill a void with another person, that's the wrong thing to do.
That's the wrong thing to do. And I've been and with people that like when people break up, they feel like they gotta find somebody else to replace so they can find somebody else to replace a previous person so they can get over them. No, when you and that person break up, the first thing you should do is come to the acknowledgement that shit is over.
Yeah.
Then, if you still not, I can't think of the word right now. It was in my head.
I feel like people be trying to treat people like I'm gonna say it like this. When you are a vehicle and you out here, you know what I'm saying? You got all four of your wheels.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So then, like, when you meet somebody else they just another set of 4 wheels, and y'all can just ride side by side.
Right.
What you saying is, there's some people out here that feel like they got 3 wheels, and they be like, man, I need somebody else to complete that wheel right
so
there.
go ahead and give me your tire.
And then when you say people break up with each other, they be like, man, I gotta hurry up and replace this wheel, man, like that. Instead of having their own set of wheels, and
this is probably a stupid analogy to go with it, or just going to the store, having somebody, because don't tell somebody to take their wheel off and give it to you off their own car.
Yeah,
go somewhere, get your own wheel that you paid for with your money.
Got you.
And ride that road.
We basically talking about INDEPENABCDEF. We talking about what Webby said a long time ago. Yeah. That's what we talking about. Yeah, man. That's one of my. I always say, man, like, if both of y'all on y'all shit, you know what I'm saying? We got the all-star on this side, and we got the all-star on that side.
Right.
And when both of y'all come together, all-star team. Unless y'all want to be polygamous and y'all got, you know what I'm saying?
It's just not smart.
A bigger team.
It's just not smart to hop into another situation as soon as you get out of another situation.
Without mentally realigning
you're not
yourself.
Ready.
Without realigning yourself mentally.
Right, because you're still attached to that previous situation.
Yeah.
Like, you still gonna have moments where you're gonna reminisce about what you used to do or what you and this person used to have.
Yeah, man. I always say, like, be independent. Like, one reason you have to be independent, because it's a possibility. I ain't saying that I want it to happen, but it's a possibility. Is because, like, if shit don't work out, you'll be ready to move on if you need to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's shit. It was somewhere where I read off up in the Bible, and, like, I don't treat the Bible like you better do this or you go to hell. What I treat it as, when I see some shit and it happens to be true, I just be like, hell yeah, that shit I'm gonna staple that shit in my head. Like, it was one part, man, I forgot which book it was in. I want to say it was probably in Leviticus, man. I done read through so much shit, but it was in Leviticus where it was like, whenever you separate from anybody, and it ain't got to be relationships, it could be like business related or like just socially related. Make sure that's all good. Make sure that whatever they was holding up, you can hold it up when they leave. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the 4 legs on this table.
Right.
If one of the legs say they finna leave,
nigga, that's
all these 3 the other 3 legs are gonna have to support what he was holding up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why balances just started coming into the picture. And then that's like how I look at it, man. Like, it's a certain amount you gotta be ready for, like, motherfuckers to disappear.
Right. I mean, you just gotta be ready for life.
And it ain't gotta be like it ain't finna work out over some petty shit. It could be like a motherfucker getting into like a fucking car accident. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that. Like, I always say, like, especially, like, I know a few people that got like big age differences with their relationships. And I always say, like, the key, whenever you have somebody that's like at a different status, I'm gonna say, when you get into a different, like, if you get into a relationship with anybody and they at a different status, if you are the person with like, I'm gonna say, with better conditions, like, one of your top goals should be to get that person, like, into a mind state to where they want to, like, you know what I'm saying, at least get up to or be better than you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and if they don't want to, it ain't gonna be healthy, dog. Right. It's just like you wanna we keep using tires and legs and shit. Like, that's just like if you got 4 tires and one of the tires is like
bald,
the air is like a little low.
Yeah.
Shit, y'all gotta wanna air that motherfucker up so it can be even with y'all, so y'all can ride smooth, dog. Right. And if it's some person that you with and they don't want to get better and they don't want to learn, that's just like having a tire that don't want to take no more air in. It's just like having a tire with like a leak in it or some shit, or that motherfucker is just not finna gain any more air to balance them shit out, man.
Like, motherfuckers gotta communicate. Motherfuckers gotta get to a point where it's like, okay, you gotta figure out what are you benefiting from that situation. What can possibly change to benefit the both of y'all in this situation?
Yeah, and like, another thing is, when breakups do happen, who did I hear talking about this shit, man? I don't have a name, but if anybody ever feels some familiarity with the shit that I'm saying, please remind me. It's somebody said, and I agree with it wholeheartedly, that whenever relationships don't work out, don't blame yourself. Like, what a relationship is like both of y'all pretty much make this promise, and y'all set this expectation for each other, and y'all be like, all right, we compatible, like that, like a circuit. It's like a circuit on a power grid. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying, the energy is circulating. And like when a relationship don't work out, all it means is just like y'all just not lined up at the time. You know what I'm saying? And like it takes work if y'all want to stay lined up and y'all want that power to, you know, stay on. Right. But if y'all don't want to work at it, then it's just not gonna work out. And I would rather y'all break up if the power ain't circulating, because we'd rather keep the lights on than to have you in a circuit where the light's not even working. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Man, like that shit there is just
what?
It's for the people that make, you know, these big decisions early on in relationships. Mm-hmm. Like, really think that shit through.
Oh yeah, you gotta see how the circulation is.
Yeah, bro. Cause like just don't get in that shit because you happy go lucky with the person and y'all getting along at the moment, because you don't know how that shit is gonna translate a year from then, 2 years from that time. Because I mean,
test some shit out.
Yeah, our relationships can look good in the beginning, but shit, once times get rocky,
looking good is the easiest.
Yeah, once times get seriously rocky, bro. Like
sometimes even when shit be seriously rocky, shit can still be easy to make it look good. True.
But I'm saying y'all gotta really test that shit. Like, just don't go off of like,
especially with filters,
bro. Like me and the wife been through some shit. We had to test our motherfucker. Not just like voluntarily test the shit. No, the shit just happened. Yeah. Like we went through some shit. We tested our relationship. That's why we at the point where we at now. Like, where we comfortable with each other. We can talk about anything.
That's the
we
best.
Can look above.
That's why y'all is like some of my role models with this shit.
Shoot, you know, I mean, we don't try to be, but I mean, I guess if you put us in that category, cool.
Oh, nobody tries to be a role model. It's just when y'all do some trill shit and somebody is observing it, and they like, you know, especially somebody that see the ins and outs of everybody else, and then they compare shit, and then they be like, yeah, this trill shit right there. I like that right there. Bam.
Appreciate it. Because like, I mean, I put it to, not a motto, but I put it to a fault that I'm not trying to build my relationship or have my relationship based off of what I see other people do. It's kind of just natural through us. Yeah. What we are receptive to. It's like how we grow and build, because I don't want to sit here and watch what somebody else is doing on social media and try to mimic that shit. For what?
Disgusting.
I ain't finna do that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not impressed by it. That's your situation. Cool. I'm not finna just try to, okay, I see this motherfucker going to get 30 pounds of roses or some shit like that. I'm get the same thing. Nah, bro, I'm not doing that.
30 pounds?
30, I'm saying pounds because, like, that's probably like fucking 15,000 roses.
It seems like you need, like, it sounds like a whole, it's more than a grocery basket.
I mean, that's why I don't like how I heard you say, and I said it before too, like, I don't live my life through a camera. That's why I don't post a lot of shit. Yeah. That's why I don't speak on my relationship on social media platforms. For what? I mean, that's my life. That's my business.
Like, if I did it, I would do, like, it would be brief. It wouldn't be like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't try to put everyday life out there.
It wouldn't be 24/7.
Like, yeah, because, like, you know, it's special moments that matter to me.
It's certain moments that, like, with me, like, even though I am like a camera nigga, like, if you notice, I've been fucking with cameras ever since, like, my first year of college and shit. Like, if you look back, you'll see, like, videos of me running up on people and shit. Yeah. Even though I'm a camera type nigga, I don't really...
But you separate those two.
That's it's like, you could tell when I come somewhere and I ain't got shit on me but clothes, and then you can tell when I come somewhere and then I got that camera and be like, I'm finna make some memories today. Like, you could feel
you're not doing it for...
I'm not chasing anything.
Yeah, that's the difference.
It's really like for memory preservation purposes, or like whenever I feel like people could use a lesson and learn from it, like, and if I could present it the right way. Like, I got this video idea in my head because I was just listening to this interview, and that shit fucked with me pretty heavy. Rest in peace to Combat Jack. Fucks with him heavy. Probably one of the reasons why we sitting up here doing this. Yeah, man. But since you blank over there right now, got
Yeah, I gotta see what you talking about.
I got this picture, man. I got
my damn shoelaces came on time.
I want to know, man. What was
Let me know, bro.
I would like to know your thought process. Special shout out to our cameraman too, Deuces, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna give him a special shout out, man. He the reason why y'all can see us and the camera moves around in this way. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. I love him so much. And we're gonna have this picture. We're gonna have this picture pop up, y'all. I'm about to present a picture to Hitman B.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna see it pop up on the screen.
What the fuck is this, man? Like, I'm gonna be surprised.
What I'm about to ask is, what was your thought process? Like, I'm finna tell y'all where the picture came from. So, a couple of weeks ago, we had the cruise week part 2, and like, you know what I'm saying, I was looking for pictures of you and the wifey to have for the cover of the photo. So I was like low key stalking, you know what I'm saying? Look at their photos. I came across.
Oh shit! What is this?
I just want to know what you was thinking when you took this.
Bro. Hey, bro, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. This is a high school photo.
Oh my god!
This is like when I was still slim.
I'm dying, dog. I don't
know if that was a MySpace photo or.
Oh my god, man! I'm over here dead, dog. I'm dead.
Hey, at least it wasn't edited.
This the pose right here.
At least it wasn't edited, bro. Because at that time, editing was the shit.
Oh man, what camera did you use? Cell phone?
Yeah, that was off my little. I think that was off my little freeform.
It's like a time photo.
That was like one of my. I think that was off my little freeform. I think that's when I got my little tattoo.
God, man, this shit. You say, you trying to show it off?
I don't remember that was if I had my tattoo before then.
Man,
I gotta see it again, bro. I gotta see it again.
You want to see it? Now?
Yeah, I gotta see it again.
You couldn't believe yourself,
bro. Like that either was.
I
don't know. I don't even. Look, that photo legendary though. It's a legendary photo.
The funny thing is, whenever we have like a special guest, like if they got like a Facebook or a social media where you can see public photos,
yeah,
I'm gonna go pick out the craziest shit.
I'm gonna keep my
and I'm gonna ask them what their thought process was when they was taking that picture.
Honestly, bro, I'm thinking. I don't want to know.
What if you commit a crime, or if you get caught up in some shit and they put that shit on the news? Bro, I'ma die. I'ma stop breathing. I'm gonna be out of there, man.
Have you seen this man?
Like, that nigga don't even look like that.
Not no more.
Like, man, that shit funny. That shit had me dead, man. When I first seen it, man.
That's funny.
Like, if I look at the first picture that I ever put on Facebook.
Wait, did you go to the white page?
You say what?
Did you go to the white page?
I don't think so, man.
You should have. That's where most of the photos at. Not of me.
Photos of you and her.
Yeah. That's where you should have went to.
I probably did, man.
That's funny.
Man. I can't really remember.
Bro, I think that was a MySpace photo. They just transferred to Facebook.
Because they had what? Profile? Shit, you still got your MySpace profile?
Bro, I don't even... It's up somewhere.
You can log into it?
Bro, I don't even
What music was playing in the background? Twister.
Bro, that shit ain't even on there no
Twister was playing?
Bro, I haven't logged in that thing in years, bro. Everybody been trying to...
Kind of fucked up how y'all did MySpace, dog. Y'all was so loyal. You gonna be part of my top 10s and shit like that.
Shit, bro. I used to love on MySpace. Then used to go to the rec, log in and see new friend requests, new messages, new comments.
You know what it was? It's like... What was it? With I never was into MySpace. I was on. You get way too intimate this episode, nigga. But anyways, I got my flip flops on. I'm cozy as hell, dog. In this cozy corner, in the cozy corner bit. But like when MySpace was the interactivity, it was nothing like Facebook, right? Like with pictures and likes and shit like that.
I want to say,
Facebook.
Are you saying like was
Facebook didn't even have likes at first, right? It just had post a picture.
I don't know. If I remember, did have like, I don't know. Was the thumb always there?
Like what I remember from Facebook is everybody was like, "Oh shit, there go my classmate!" Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, that's mostly what
that's how Facebook got everybody because you just started seeing different shit. It was really like a phenomenon, to be honest, because it made me hop on that motherfucker. And you know, I wasn't even fucking with MySpace at all, even though you was trying to get me to make one. That shit was funny as hell, man. And it was like so with MySpace, what was the interactivity like? All I remember was I was talking to a girl. She made a whole poem about her ex that she hated so much, and she made like a whole poem about him. I was like, damn. Like when I was a kid at the time, so I didn't know the game and shit, and I was like if my adult self would be like, that motherfucker's still in love, and that little puppy love shit. If you got that much energy for a nigga, you know what I'm saying. But as a kid, I was just like, this is weird. Fuck MySpace like that. You know what I'm saying?
MySpace was fun. My experience, I can only give it solely from my experience.
It seemed like it was pretty cool if like
shit was.
If I was aware of shit, you know what I'm saying? I was just on PS2 though. I love this shit.
Man, MySpace was shit.
That was my social media, the PS2.
Shit, MySpace. I had my game too, bro. Like after I get done playing my games, like, especially on the weekend, I'll get on MySpace probably like around 10, 11 o'clock. I think this was before I even had a phone, so I had to get on. Cause I had some actual cool ass friends. I had a friend. I think her name was I'm trying to remember, Primrose or some shit like that. But her ass was in London. Like, we was real cool.
Networking,
I guess.
Was you trying to fly over there and see her?
Hell no.
Oh yeah, you was like a kid at the time. So.
I was probably like 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah, this is like when
we was real cool because like she was.
Everybody network was about what, like 75 cents.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
No goddamn money.
We used to have them 50-cent cookies though.
Bro, shit.
Rainbow cookies about that big.
Y'all
know what I'm talking about. Shout out to the cafeterias in the AISD.
Yeah, Tyson spicy chicken sandwiches.
24.
Or the pizza with. Or the pizza with the tater tots.
5 days a week.
Bro, same shit. For the next 4-5 years, bro, we ate the same shit.
Hey.
Spicy chicken sandwich. Yeah, she was, it was, I don't even remember how I became friends with her. We used to like, instant messenger every night. Well, not every night, on the weekend. It was real cool. It was like an 8-hour difference, so she'll be telling me she finna go to school.
Y'all would call yourselves like digital pen pals?
Nah, I didn't even have a name for the shit. We were just real cool. It was real cool.
Was y'all flirting and y'all was just like, yeah, I'm awake, I'm going to school? Or y'all was just...
Nah, shit, I forgot. Honestly, I can't remember what the hell we be talking about, but we were having full-blown conversations in them bitches. Just going.
Probably just young kids with an outlet, you know what I'm saying? Looking for an outlet.
I think she used to like draw or some shit. So she was like, I think, kind of like conversating like what she'll be drawing and then what she'll be going through at school, shit like that. So we was having a conversation. She was a real cool person.
Y'all was the same age?
Yes, bro. No. She was actually 7th grade. No, 8th grade. How old was I? 13? Are you 13 in the 8th grade?
I don't know.
Bro, you 12.
I don't even know how old I am.
The fuck? Right now?
I be celebrating my birthday like every weekend, dog. So like I said once, I was partially raised Jehovah's Witness. So whenever my birthday comes around, I be like, hey man. Like, you know, my mom was like with this dude who was Jehovah's Witness. So
for real,
you know what I'm saying? He's pretty much my stepdad growing up. So you know, birthdays come around, you know what I'm saying? Nigga might do something special, but it ain't finna be like crazy parties and shit. Like, to be honest, I don't know, man. It's like, when it comes to me, I don't really be caring about my parties and shit that much. Like, whenever my birthday come around for people that I love and is close and dear to me, you know what I'm saying? I do like a little something, but it ain't finna be like, you special. Like that, you know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like everybody want their birthdays to be like.
That's how everybody
shout out to me, like
and
shout out to me, like with me, like when you said that shit, that humble shit that you said earlier, when you was like, I ain't really want to volunteer to be a nigga role model, but that's how you feel. That's how I feel about my birthday too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? If I've been if I had represented Trillness the right way, then, you know what I'm saying, people gonna appreciate it without me having to be like, hey, me. Like,
I mean, that's what wifey getting mad at me because I don't really do shit.
Because you don't want to do nothing?
Yeah, I mean, because like, I'm just blessed to still be here on this earth.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm cool with not doing anything.
If anything, like, whenever I get this shit lined up the way I want it, I'm gonna be on some Oprah shit. On my birthday, shit, I'm make everybody else feel special around me. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's all I'm trying to get to that point.
Yeah.
Trying to get to that point.
Like, I think I want to say that's how people feel. I think that's why you start doing philanthropy and shit like that whenever people get rich. Because whenever you get like, I don't really want too much in life. I would just like a garage where I could fit a motorcycle and like a Mini Cooper or some shit up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be cool with that. And then after that, man, I'm probably gonna be like, bam, buying all the kids shoes and shit like that, and then buying all they little, you know, all the technology finna start bringing up all types of petty shit that the kids want these days. So you know what I'm saying? The kids gonna be getting, I don't even know what, like, shit, I don't even know what dolls and shit, like.
Do niggas even play with toys?
I'm pretty sure they do. Like, especially if some people can't afford these tablets, you know what I'm saying? Tablets making a killing these days.
Bro, like.
Killing.
And that's when we, like, I just want to get to the point where it's like comfortable living. Where it's like, I mean, right now, I mean, I guess I can say it's comfortable living, but I mean, I want that real secure, like, nigga, I got income coming in,
bro,
out the ass, where I was like, I don't even got to look at my bank account no more.
Bro, it's like, I got to be careful, man, because my shit cozy as fuck. I don't want to get too comfortable, dog. Like, sometimes, like, even today, like, when I woke up, I could just really just sit in the bed or on the couch all day.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that comfort will get you fucked up, dog. Like, you gotta, like I said in one episode, you gotta keep yourself ready, dog. So, like, you gotta do some preparation. Like, I gotta at least, like, I gotta at least do, like, just, like, some push-ups out of nowhere or something, like some sit-ups. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you do need time to rest your mind and body.
Yeah, you do have to respect and rest. Like, it is some days where, I guess you could say, like, if I, like, stay in the bed or some shit till, like, 12, I'd be like, yeah, that's some adequate rest right there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I respected my body, and then, bam, I get back active again.
I mean, that's like me.
But I gotta keep my warrior spirit fed, dog. Like, I gotta listen to, like, some Ready to Die from Biggie or some shit, dog. Get my heart back pumping again. You know what I'm saying? Go do some pull-ups on the staircase outside.
But that's like me, because I'm working, like, every goddamn day, just grinding. Like, if I'm not at my main job or working the 2 jobs that day, I'm working the same job Saturday. It feel
good, don't it?
Yeah, it feel good. I be tired as hell too.
I be feeling good, dog.
But I mean,
like, I don't know why I always say this, but like whenever I'm like riding in the sunshine with the sunroof or some shit, and like everything like fresh out the shower, and then like you just got your shit clean and vacuumed and shit like that.
Right.
I don't know why, but it always like plays in my head. It's like, damn, it feels good to be a gangster. So, I don't know why that shit always play in my head like that, dog.
So let me ask you this.
What you got?
With your current job, now, the way you do your job, does it basically...
You trying to be down, dog? Is this what it's all about?
No, I'm just asking questions.
You trying to bang?
How you...
Is you trying to bang with us?
I can't bang with the Brown right now. But what I'm asking is, like, does your job put you in a space where, like, you're, like, mentally drained? Mentally / physically drained?
I gotta say... With me, the way how I approach it, no. Because with me, I had read this book one time called The Power of Habit. And it was basically about getting your body to a state of efficiency where you, basically, where if you're doing something repeatedly, you can get your body into the, like, to be so comfortable with it that it's second nature. So it's just like walking. So now you could talk, think, and do everything else while you're doing your job. That's how I got my job down to. Cause I don't have to interact with people during my job most of the time. See, it depends.
Is that more of like a benefit to you in the structure of your job?
It's a benefit for me because I capitalize on this shit right here.
Right.
This shit right here. They shouldn't even call this motherfucker a phone no more. This motherfucker is. You have access to everybody in your life in your pocket.
Yeah.
You have access to libraries.
Yep.
In your pocket.
Technical difficulty.
You got access. Blockbuster used to be up the street. Blockbuster is now in your pocket.
Right. See, with the structure.
Like this shit right here, and you got an earpiece in.
Yeah.
And you at work and you just moving and grooving all day. Shit. And you know where to find this shit.
Yeah.
it's limitless, dog. I ain't been bored in years, dog.
So with that being said, now with the physical factor of your job, now with the job that you do, are you freaking?
Shout out to my coworkers.
Yeah, I don't know them, but shout out to them too. Now with the
y'all know who y'all are.
With the physical job that you do, does it put you in a point where your body's like, damn, I'm tired of shit?
My warrior spirit, dog.
It don't let you.
My warrior spirit is just.
See, I got burnt. I got burnt out. Man.
It's been like that since. It's been like that since. I'm gonna say since we was playing shit like football and shit, dog. Or if I wanted to go back even further, like just the dudes, this is like the men that I was raised by.
Yeah. It
was like, I don't know if they would call that toxic masculinity, but like to be slacking or to be complaining and shit like that, dog, hell no, we don't play that shit. You ain't tired. What the fuck wrong with you? Let's go. And then like one of the first times I ever felt like masculine love, like I wouldn't even call it masculine love, like love from like dudes around me, was like when we was up in that weight room, dog. Like, come on, man, you got this, dog. Like, come on, man, let's get it. Like with Coach Smith, whenever we be having all that, like when we be sitting up there yelling intensity and shit. Yeah, man, that was like some real like iron sharpens iron type shit. And like that was my first time ever feeling some love like that. That's why. Like whenever whenever I pop in on my little brother, I be like, man, how many push-ups you trying to do today, man? Like he already know what it is whenever I run up on him like that. Like that's where that type of shit come from. And like especially when you start feeling that shit working and you seeing that shit working. Yeah. Like you see, like back when I used to help y'all move and shit. Like whenever we move, I just like pick up some shit with no hesitation. And like I'm not, if I can't really do it, I'm not even like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna get up under there and break my back or anything. Right. But if I could do it, it's finna be done. Right. Just like that. Like I remember when I was in a past relationship, like this is just showing like just how my warrior spirit just be like, you know what I'm saying? It should just kick in whenever it need to. And like I feel like it got like a good healthy sense of it. Dragon Ball Z and anime and shit like that help too, because you know niggas is heroic and they always ready to like, you know what I'm saying, ready to try and ready to go whenever it's time. And like like I was in a past relationship and they had like a U-Haul full of furniture and like shit, basically shit, I packed out that whole shit. Like I was carrying like bed, like end tables for beds and shit like that, and carrying couches and shit out, dog. And like it was just just cleaned out the whole thing. They came outside, they had just got through installing the washer and dryer, and then when they opened up the truck and like you know what I'm saying, my potential father-in-law back in the day, he was like, that's my son right there, that's my son. Man. Shout out to the Gills, I love y'all. We just gonna say that on tape like that. But anyways,
so with the structure of your job, do you think because you have somewhat of like freedom, like you're not basically housed in one area?
Yeah,
it gives you more of like
it's a benefit for me too.
Yeah,
cause like I've been at jobs where, you know, people watch out. Usually, even with jobs where people are like watching over me, I usually get to a place where I do the work so efficiently that it's like, yeah, he clocked in today. I'm happy that he here. Shit finna get done like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
see, and I got that same. You know,
it ain't. They ain't looking at me for caution. They like, I'm happy to see you because I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, what you do around here and shit like that. Because you know what I'm saying. Usually, you know what I'm saying. Usually, I try to like get myself like when I read, like I'm gonna say the book was called The Power of Habit. And like what it was what it really started with was like I want to say it was like steps to getting good habits, healthy habits. One step was, you know what I'm saying, like realization, and then I want to say after that is a routine, and then cues. I want to say cues came before routine because the cue is like what gets you to start it, and then when you get the routine down, bam, you just got the cycle going. And then when you just keep on doing it, bam, it's a healthy habit now. You know what I'm saying? Like say like if I wake up in the morning and do 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, wake up, if I'm feeling fucked up, go like, you know what I'm saying, go brush my teeth, drink some water. If I put on a certain song, bam, I'm ready to do the little push-ups and shit like that.
Right.
And then like shit, I don't know, man, it's just healthy habits like that, like making sure like that shit really helps develop you as an adult, because most of the time, especially if you're a single adult, a lot of people fuck up because they don't know how to handle themselves. Yeah. Like when it comes to like themselves procrastinating, or when they need some motivation and they can't like get any from like up here, you know what I'm saying? Then like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people fuck up because they start thinking about either the wrong things, or they start basically doing things as hazardous to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Right. But like with me, like shit, you know what I'm saying? At a certain point, I had to realize that I was going, like, it was like life just showing me signs. Like sometimes you're gonna be by yourself, nigga, like that. You know what I'm saying? Where it's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Whether you have a relationship end unexpectedly, or like say if like somebody pass away and you be like, damn, you ain't gonna see them again. Like you gonna realize that you're gonna have to deal with yourself sometimes. And like I'm thankful for that, because anybody that know how to deal with themselves is ready for the world. You know what I'm saying?
And I think, you know, it comes with you trying to take those extra steps in life. That's how I tell people, like, well, I don't tell nobody really nothing. I tell myself, like, shit, do whatever you can do to put yourself in a situation where you can learn from it. So being, you know, living by myself.
Move your perspective to where you can learn from it.
Yeah. So living by myself taught me a lot. You know, finance and shit taught me a lot. You know, self teaching is something really, really, like, I mean, I can say is really important to me, because I mean, with self teaching is basically like self discipline at the same time.
Pretty much.
Because I'm basically teaching myself what not to do after I done already made the mistake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just to make sure you don't do it again.
Yeah, just to make sure I don't do the shit again. Because I mean, you got to make mistakes and like just learn from them. And I don't think a lot of people are so intimidated by those mistakes where they don't try to go back down that path. They just try to avoid it at all times. It's like, nah, nigga, overcome that shit. Go through that shit again and figure out what you did wrong and basically proceed. I mean, grow from it. Live through it. You know, shit like that. Like right now, like I'm taking the steps to put myself in a better situation for my family. That's how I have to remove myself from a toxic situation. Yeah. AKA a job. So I wasn't ever getting to the place where I was complacent in the job, because I was always looking for something better at the same time. It just like I got to the point where I had to make some changes, and I had to stick with what I had at the moment. So when I finally got the opportunity to remove myself from this toxic situation and possibly build something out of this new situation, it's gonna possibly open up a lot of new doors for me. And it's crazy because the new job that I just got, I was having a conversation with my sister about it probably like a couple months ago, about owning my own shit coming from this type of business. Yeah. Basically delivery business. So once I learned the game from it, learned everything from the business to basically just learn the whole business about it, I'm trying to open up my own shit and go from there and build from that. Because I never want to get complacent. I never want to just continue to work for people. So I'm trying to have my own shit. That's how I be trying to tell people. It's like, once you know your job, try to figure out how you can, if that's something you really passionate in.
Capitalization.
Yeah, capitalize off that. Grow from that. Build you a business. Because I mean, I think that's one of the roots of life, of owning your own shit. You don't want to be, I mean, no shot and no disrespect for the people that work for companies for like 25, 30 years. Yeah. And that's what they do. I mean, because, hey, you got to provide a living somehow. But, I mean, grow from that shit. Like, don't just get complacent and keep making the same amount of money and keep, you know, struggling dollar to dollar and shit like that. Grow from that shit. Like, I can't see myself. I got to elevate every year. I got to. Yeah. Elevation, yeah, maybe a small step one year, but hopefully the next year should be a big jump to owning something, to being something 10 times better. And that's how I look at the shit. And I be getting irritated at people when I try to help them and they get complacent. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to put you on to something that's could possibly help you. And you're like, oh, no, I'll probably do it later. no, you know, maybe the next time around. Like, what?
Oh man, that just mean you know what I'm saying? Like it really I say it just like whatever has you happy, you know what I'm saying? It's different levels of happiness for different people.
True.
It's some janitors at these schools that's happy as hell because they get the mop with their MP3 player or them earbuds in, you know what I'm saying, all day. And like, it's some people that's sitting up in the CEO office about to get ready to pop some pills and lay down forever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, bro. That shit crazy, man.
Levels of happiness is different. You know what I mean? I really got inspired by Dave Chappelle with that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the special yet.
I watched I watched bits of it. I haven't actually clicked on it on Netflix yet. Cause I was already gonna do that a couple days ago, but
you seen what he was talking about when he was talking about like Anthony Bourdain and shit like that?
Yeah,
man. It's like different levels of happiness to this shit.
But I didn't heard that from somewhere else too. Cause it was like somebody can be, damn, I can't remember the exact quote, but I remember somebody was like, the richest person can go home, land and open up their door to their $1 million plus home
and jump out the patio.
I ain't gonna say that, but sit up in the bed and sob and cry,
lay off up in the pillow and drown.
Basically cry themselves to sleep. But you got the person that's living check to check over here struggling to keep their bills, you know, shit paid, but they happy as they can be.
Popping Willies on the bicycle to work.
Right. I mean, they as happy as they can be, and a lot, like somebody say, money don't make people happy.
I didn't know that popping Willies was illegal on motorcycles and shit like that.
Illegal?
I didn't know that it was like, I think it's called excessive riding.
I mean, I kind of figured. I mean, this shit is pretty fucking dangerous. I mean, one wrong, you know, pop or a fucking rock on the road can flip your whole shit.
Get your clothes ate off.
Ooh, shit, man. Like, yeah, man. That's why, I mean, back onto just like the happy shit. I mean, that's why I just enjoy life, bro. That's why I don't really care about what other people got, because I mean, that's cool what you have. I mean, I hope it's truly making you happy because you're showing it off so much. I mean, I hope it really is. Cause a lot of people, they just do shit just for.
It depends. For other people.
They just do this shit
you know that's your favorite subject on the podcast, dog.
Yeah, bro, cause that's what the world is. I mean, the world is just basically just.
I mean, the cliche goes, you know what I'm saying? The cliche goes, as CeeLo once said on one of those Goody Mob albums, without you, there'd be no me.
Damn.
So,
I mean, that's just how the shit is.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like everybody's trying to one up somebody.
Just out here with goals and they ain't talking about grills. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Just like Popeye.
I got that from Crib.
You know, everybody want to one up the next person. Chick-fil-A want to one up Popeyes. Popeyes want to one up Chick-fil-A.
It be like that, man.
Chicken sandwich this, chicken sandwich that.
It's how the game go, man.
Everything in the world is a fucking business.
That's why you got to be a player out here, dog.
It's a money game.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't know, man. It's just how the game go. You gon' even if you're not comparing, people gonna be comparing. People gonna be comparing you to somebody.
Always. I know somebody.
That's why
I don't know who.
That's
but
probably
I know
that's probably one of the reasons why I started coming through with my crazy ass hair and shit like that. Cause I don't want to be compared to nobody.
But think about it though. Somebody always gonna compare you because the next man gonna try to outdo you.
They could try.
I mean, think about people that come up in the rap game. I mean, who?
It's like this. Like, they could try to compare, but I think I got to a point in my life where I embrace myself so much that if I wasn't confident, I'd be like weird. You know what I'm saying? But you could feel this energy and shit when I come around that, like, this motherfucker is like, I don't know what the fuck this shit is. I don't know if it's good or bad. So, you know what I'm saying? Some people be intimidated by it and some people be inspired by it.
And that's
you know
one of the funniest things, man, when it comes to emotions, bro. Like, when it comes to emotions just in people or just overall in life, man, like, I don't understand why things got to get so... I don't understand why people got to be so sensitive to shit, and then people got to over-exaggerate, you know, certain things. It's like, stop giving a fuck and just live life. That's it. Just stop.
Sound like you've been listening to Gary V.
Nah, that's just been my motto.
Shout out to Gary V.
Forever. I mean, I didn't heard the man talk, but I mean, I've been basically living that way for a very, very, very long time. Just not giving a fuck. Like, even through high school, it was like, Why the fuck should I care about a lot of shit? I mean, it's not really doing anything to me. It's not changing my life. Not that I'm asking it to.
I used to give a fuck about the wrong things sometimes.
Like, I'm just a normal ass motherfucker living life in this world like an everyday person, but that's it. If I come up with some money one day, great. Put that shit to the side and keep pushing.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. I ain't finna be out here trying to impress the next motherfucker for what?
Yeah, build it and grow it.
That's it, man. That's how I saw like when it comes to like functions and like, you know, churches and stuff like that, people try to go out here and show their ass and be the next, you know.
Speaking of showing showing parts that you shouldn't be showing, like ass and penises.
Damn.
I was just shown a very scary video of a Roblox man with a dick.
What?
See, Roblox is this millennial game that I see. It's like Legoland, but it's like social media where people run around and interact with each other.
Is this a app or like on a computer or some shit?
I want to say it's an app.
On your phone?
It's possible. It's possible on both of them. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, it's it almost looked like Minecraft too. It's like Minecraft and Legos mixed together. But Minecraft is almost like Legos, right?
I don't know. I don't want to say.
Minecraft is just blocks.
Yeah.
All right then. So I'm gonna say like
things.
Legoland. But anyways, like I have a baby sister. She plays this shit. Like every time I come around, it's like her eyes are on that screen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like she named herself Low Key Savage Cat. I'm so proud. I felt like that was kind of my fault. But anyways. Like, I got scared because I was just presented this video of some dude, like, running around in the nude, man. And I don't know if it's, like, premium accounts or something like that. You said there's premium accounts or something?
No, like, okay, so it's, like, certain games, like, you type up, like, what games you want to play. But, like, some people just, like, make levels. Like, you can create levels and judge for, like, games you want to play. That's what...
And what they be, like, 18 and over if you want to come in this?
Yeah.
Wait, what? This is a whole, like, platform?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dog, it's a whole, like, how Facebook and Twitter and shit is. Roblox is its own thing. You can get Robux, like, currency for Roblox.
Like, I am old.
Buying decorations and houses.
Fuck?
Yeah, man, we almost 30, dog. We getting on up there, man.
Like, how long has she been out?
I know I'm in my late 20s, but I don't know how old I am.
2004?
Yeah, but it got popular in 2008 or something.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? How
2010.
You know how the media is like, you know what I'm saying, the updates. When the update come around, some shit could blow up. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember how Fortnite Fever was? What was that? Was that last year or the beginning of this year?
Nah, that was probably...
It was last year when
I think the year before that.
Was that last year when if you try to play Fortnite, it was like servers are full, you're going to have to wait. They put you on
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. To this day, I don't fuck with Fortnite. I probably played Fortnite twice.
You felt trash?
Bro. It's not even the fact that I felt trash. It's not even the fact that I felt trash. It's the fact that I just didn't want to do this. I didn't want to go through that, get killed and start. I didn't want to go through that.
Dog, my warrior spirit is telling me at this moment, get on there and wax ass.
You finna play Fortnite?
Maybe.
I ain't fucking with Fortnite.
I can't let these kiddos fuck with me with this shit, man. My analog game been like up, you know what I'm saying? Like ever since I was a youngster, man. And like if you get off, these motherfuckers don't have no jobs.
Bro, these niggas play.
They skipping school.
They
They skipping school. They not eating. These motherfuckers is on her learning how to engineer this shit. Like,
you damn right. You see these little niggas be,
bro.
I was $3 million off that too.
You making these little kids millionaires.
And when you see that, when you start hearing talks of parents training their kids, they be like, "Hey, he want that money. If I train my son to be the best, some shit like that." You know what I'm saying?
How you gonna train your son for a game you possibly?
And then they just built like that new esports stadium in Arlington.
They built a stadium, nigga. What was this?
That's for like, you know what I'm saying? Esports has been pretty high, like back in the day with Counter-Strike, Street Fighter.
Well, I knew all of that. Now, but esports officially, like, I ain't gonna even say worldwide because shit is already worldwide.
We got a team out here.
Yes, nigga.
Yeah.
This is the shit I was not arguing about, but like kind of griping about. This whole 2K Pro shit. Fuck you, a 2K Pro.
Huh?
How the fuck you a pro at playing 2K? You not a pro, bro.
You old, dog.
You not a pro, nigga. You
old,
was a
dog.
nigga hopping on some sticks.
You can't see the light, dog.
Bro, I play 2K just as much as these other niggas, bro. I don't consider myself a pro. I'm just a nigga that play this game and I'm good. That's it.
I'm telling you, like, you gotta be ready for the change.
Bro, these niggas can't even play basketball in real life.
You can't stop the game, dog.
Bro, that's what should be irritating me.
I'm gonna put it to you like this, dog. Like, how this shit is changing like this. I can't be mad at it. Because I know for a fact that back in the day, I'm gonna say, like, at the turn of the 20th century, it was probably some niggas like, y'all fucking with them cars and shit, nigga. Horses is way better, nigga. That's what you sound like right now, dog. You gotta be ready for the game, dog.
Bro, like, no, I'm cool with it. Like, but the way they doing it, bro, is disrespectful to, like, the actual league.
Did you ever play the first Red Dead?
Yeah.
Did you do that mission?
Red Dead Revolver?
No, Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, Red Dead Redemption the first. I'm thinking about Red Dead Revolver, the first one.
That's the OG version. Yeah. But Red Dead Redemption, did you ever play that one?
Yeah, I did. I didn't play all the way through.
So you didn't get to the part where they drove like one of the first cars?
Nah.
Well, it's a mission where you sitting off up in this wagon and that motherfucker going 10 miles an hour, and the dude that drove, he said, "This is the future right here, man. This is an automobile." And then he was like, "This shit is slow as fuck. Where my horse at?" And then like, you know, he dissed it just like that. And like that was just like a little sneak peek into the future. So I can see why people was, you know what I'm saying, cautious of cars at first when that shit first happened.
But this is my thing why I have an opinion towards it. Just my opinion. Everybody else, I mean, whatever. So there's a 2K league. Mm-hmm. Nigga, like, they treating this shit like it's actual fucking NBA. Niggas getting drafted to teams, bro.
It's skills involved.
Bro, come on, bro.
I'm telling you, dog.
Come on. If you telling me you not actually... Now, if it was Gilbert Arenas talking about this shit, he would probably clown the fuck out of every 2K league player out there.
Now, the commentators, they gonna have to come from...
Nigga, these commentators...
Like, this is what it is. All right. On ESPN, most of the commentators are either former athletes
or
people that's been in the business. Analysts. So right now, this shit just starting. Bro. So, like, the only OGs that I could think of is motherfuckers that, like, was on G4, or people that's been like doing E3 for years and shit like that.
Right.
But or people that like was like involved with creation of the game and shit like that. Those are like only people that was involved in it and that's been like raised
or
in
if you have a
culture.
Sports background to know how to actually run this shit.
People that's been in that culture, part of the culture, could be commentators on it, but they can't just be like, "Hey, we finna get somebody that don't even play games. They just got a nice voice." That's a nasty commentator.
But my thing is though, but you're actually on here as a commentator. Like, I don't even think these niggas that commentate actually played the game of basketball.
That'd be disgusting,
bro. These niggas are actually out here because all I see is when motherfuckers are playing 2K on these team leagues. These niggas, they have their little players. I guess they create or some shit like that for the league. Stupid ass hair and all that shit. So
what's stupid ass hair?
They have like afros that are like purple. And
yes, bro. I be like fucking look like clowns and shit on there.
So are these like streamers that are commentators?
Nah, I think I don't know who the commentators are. It be somebody. Like, I be hearing some shit where niggas are just talking. They not. When I see a 2K player, when I see an actual play going on, I don't think these motherfuckers know how to set plays in the 2K league. These niggas just dribble up the court, pass the ball, find an open man, take a shot. These niggas don't know how to sit on hollow screen.
Bro, you think you could be a commentator on that shit?
I probably could, but at the same time, if I'm balling on this shit, I'm killing niggas.
Bro, you should.
I'm killing niggas.
Nobody makes plays no more on 2K.
Bro, niggas just... Bro, that's why I don't play black. That's why I don't play no black top games, bro.
Is it just pass the ball and shoot?
Yes.
Yeah, if you open, you just shoot it.
That's how I've been. Anytime I ever played a basketball game, and they used to, like, you know how Madden got plays.
Yeah.
And then when you look at basketball, they got plays too. Nigga, I ain't never looked at the plays.
But my thing is, though, bro, it's actually real skill to this shit. You know how to play basketball for real.
I'm pretty sure if you can take advantage of it, you gonna smash anybody.
Like, nigga, I do. That's why I don't play. That's why I don't like playing blacktop with motherfuckers, because they don't know how to play basketball for real.
Yeah.
Like, these niggas, like, they'll literally just sit up, post themselves up in the corner and ask for the ball all game. Niggas ain't trying to play no defense. Niggas ain't trying to do nothing. Then they take half court shots. Like, bro, I ain't got time for that, bro. I'm actually trying to play a game. So I play my mom player on like actual games. So nigga, I'm setting up screens. Nigga, I'm dodging picks. I'm doing all. I know how to play this shit. I know how the shit goes. Like, it's simple. But motherfucker, it's like they just exploit this shit because, oh yeah, nigga, I paid $200 and bought all this VC, made my nigga a 99, so he cold. That's it. That's all they do.
Is that what they doing?
Yes, that's all players do on 2K. They buy the game, they spend like $100 to $200 on VC.
See, that's that corporate shit, dog. Like, that's one thing.
There's no real grind, bro. Nobody grinds for this.
It's one thing that I do not fuck with in the corporate handlings of games these days. Like, it was a magical time. I'm gonna say like 5 years ago, where you had unlockables in games.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
come on.
When you play some shit and you put that time in, you unlock some shit and it was like worth it. Like, oh, this shit is clean.
That's why I'm playing Devil May Cry 5 right now.
It was
just because of that shit.
Yeah, it was worth it. And then like now it's payables.
Yeah, I don't like that
like,
shit, bro.
The thing with payables is the people that still want to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, grind it out, they done make the grind like terrible. You know what I'm saying? The grind is like terrible. Like, man, I might as well go in and pay a little something. It's like fucked up. And yeah, and for the people that is and for the people that's like you know what I'm saying, they just want to have some shit immediately.
Right.
Instant gratification. That shit is unhealthy for the human consciousness. Instant gratification. Bam, unlock everything. Just because they got like an extra, like, you know what I'm saying, just got money sitting around. And you know, kids, like whenever I had kids like around me, and like whenever we go somewhere to eat, they get whatever they want. So I can imagine that if I had a child and they was like, hey, can I get what they call VCs?
Yeah, VC is VC.
Yeah. Yeah, like, and if I had like a kid that lived with me, if I had like a child of my own, and they was like, hey, can I get this? I'd be like, bam, just like that. Unlike the whole game.
I'm gonna be like, to my son, like, nigga, you grind for that shit.
Now me knowing the culture and shit, I ain't never buying my kids no currency for no games.
So my little nigga, you gonna grind for that shit, bro. You wanna be a stretch four in this bitch? You wanna ball out?
You know what I'm saying?
Grind.
Like,
Stretch fours or something.
you say what? You say what?
Stretch four.
Yeah,
so
like,
I mean, it's basically build archetypes, like shit. Actual real, like through the NBA, all the not new terminology, just basically new profound positions in the NBA, like point forward, which has basically already been established in the game. Stretch four, two-way play, all that shit, man.
They run the game.
Yeah, y'all talking Spanish to me right now.
I'm saying that's also I'm a sports motherfucker. Yeah, so I can talk about this. Like, even when it comes to Madden, bro, fake ass Madden players. Now it's cool. Now when it comes to Madden, that's a different type of game. I mean, you gotta know what you're doing on that shit. And it is some cold ass Madden players. I'm scared. But then some motherfuckers just really can't play. Like me, I can't play Madden that well, but I got better.
I used to be decent in the family.
Bro, now since they got the ultimate team shit, the motherfuckers be buying like fucking like Diamond Pink, not Pink Diamond, fucking like Diamond John Elway and fucking like super Diamond.
Is these
Tom Brady
classic players?
You have different basic. I'm gonna just say card ratings.
Yeah.
So like I can get a Tom Brady gold. Tom Brady gold ain't gonna be better than fucking Diamond Tom Brady. That nigga gonna be 99. Yeah. Like that nigga gonna be like all everything Madden. Like Diamond Deion Sanders.
That shit sound dirty, dog. All this shit sound dirty.
Bro, it's like
what it boiled down to is like if two people with their money up and they go against each other, it's gonna be 99 versus 99. It's gonna be what? Playbook versus playbook?
Basically skill on top of skill if you can really play.
Yeah.
Like if you can really play, and then they make Madden now to like, nigga, you should know how to run this shit. Like if I can exploit your defense, if I actually know this shit for real.
If a motherfucker ain't played Madden since
96, you done.
If he plays his NFL 2K5 and you have on Madden right now, I get slaughtered. I get slaughtered.
2K, if 2K ever got the license back to the NFL, that shit would be great.
The last NFL game that I played was that last 2K.
Well, you know that was a 2K All Pro 2K8
NFL.
Yeah, I think you played that before.
That was my favorite one.
The 2K8 with the classic players on made up teams.
Yeah, that was the last one.
I probably played it one time, but the last one that I played, and like I was like, ooh, I'm finna start me a season and shit.
With Terrell Owens?
Was T.O. on the front of the 2K?
I think that was on.
Was it 2K5?
Yeah, that's when they had the first person football.
The only reason I liked it is because it was celebrities playing at the crib. They'll call you and be like, "Hey, what's up, man? This is Steve-O, man. You want to play?" Like, that's the last.
To this day, bro, 2K football will always be better than Madden.
Damn.
Always, bro. The fundamentals that they had just in the last game was better than. I ain't gonna say the current, because the current NFL Madden probably got a couple of more animations.
I like that.
But
game, man.
it was so real. Like, the shit was way better.
I did play NCAA.
NCAA was cool.
Off on peer pressure. The last NCAA that I played was, I want to say it was 2K8. No, not, was NCAA? No, 2008, I think.
Yeah. I mean, they had 2K basketball, college hoops.
Didn't play it.
I actually got that shit right now for the PS3.
Didn't play it.
I be playing it sometimes. Yeah, I be playing it because I like playing with the college squads. Should be fun sometimes.
I'm ready for this It Part 2 to come out.
I'm not gonna see it.
It's
I
cool,
haven't seen
dog.
the first one.
Go to bed, dog. Go ahead and go to sleep, man.
I ain't even seen that one movie I want to see.
Which one?
Don't Let Go.
I seen reviews for Joker had came out already.
For real?
I don't know if
wasn't
it's out
really-
yet though. I don't know if it's out. What, anticipating the shit?
Yeah, I wasn't really. The first trailer was kind of like,
Because they keep switching people out, and because you ain't seeing no consistency. Man. Well, R.I.P. to Heath Ledger. He passed away, but his Joker,
that Dark Knight movie is fucking.
his Joker was the shit.
That's probably the best out of like
That's like
ever.
whenever you could feel the whole character's history without anybody even saying anything about it. Whenever
Right.
you could just, it just makes you want to speculate, where the fuck did he come from?
Bro, his.
Like whenever you do some shit like that with your acting job, that's the type of shit that gets you like attached and like, I need to see this movie to the end because I gotta see.
That's the greatest Joker I've probably ever seen.
I
in my
gotta see
life,
where
bro.
this shit comes from or where it comes to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That shit went so hard, man.
So, how you feeling about this? This Spider-Man split up. How you feeling about that?
It's that greed, dog. That greed start kicking in. Like, when motherfuckers be out of touch and then they be surprised and then they try to grab more chips from the table than they placed the bet on. Oh, you gotta be in touch with this shit, man. Like, you didn't notice that Spider-Man is like the MVP when it comes to this shit. Like, I guess, Robert Downey Jr. said, I'm cool, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be my last film. Kill me real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I don't want to re-sign another contract. And then,
So he must have seen that shit coming then, or something.
I doubt it. I didn't think it was gonna like be like a dispute like this, but it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes down to it, like, Spider-Man pretty much been the MVP since the cartoon in the 90s.
Yeah, because I wasn't, because that.
Wait,
Which Spider-Man though? Because you got Spider-Man Amazing Friends, or you talking about the new ramped Spider-Man that came on?
Fox Kids.
Okay, yeah, that was a great Spider-Man.
Fox Kids changed the world.
Yes, it did.
All those programs, I don't know if it's because they was the only ones. Those were such memorable times, dog. They had that shit locked down. It was like, you'll be watching the cartoon, then you'll see a commercial for the toys for that cartoon.
Hell yeah.
And then you'll have the toys right there. Then when the cartoon go off, you'll be playing with the toys and shit right there. And then the next cartoon come on, and boom, 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 while the commercials come on, you can play with the toys during the commercials. The kids don't know nothing about that these days. They don't know nothing about that. Retro vibes, dog.
That's even when you used to have the game, like on PlayStation. Then when a cartoon go off and you can go and play the game. Bro.
Coming out with games for almost every cartoon. Or when you had the Game Boy too. You had the Game Boy.
Boy, my Game Boy was the shit. Just
Yeah,
I had
man.
the Game Boy Color and I have a
Say you watching Pokemon, then you playing Pokemon on the game.
See, now I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I wasn't a major
Obsessed.
Pokemon fan. This shit just came with the Game Boy. I was stuck with it.
I had cards for no reason. I never played a game of Pokemon in my life.
Never.
I had at least 10 decks.
Damn, I didn't have
And
that.
we had some aunties that used to just give us stacks every time. And we used to just go to school. Like, from what I remember, what we was doing with the Pokemon cards, oh, I got this. Oh, I got a holographic. Oh, I got
Yes.
this. And then, like, you'll see other kids like, oh, I give you this for that, that. And then,
How the
like,
fuck did you even play that shit?
like I pretty much I stopped playing because my sister traded. I had a Max Steel action figure and she traded it for a Pokemon Gold on Game Boy Color.
That shit sound devastating.
I almost slammed the whole dollhouse on her while she was playing with it.
Oh shit!
Shout out to Kevin Hart. But nah, man, it was like, yeah, man. That's when I had chilled out on Pokemon after that. I was traumatized, man. But yeah, like those networks, dog. The way how the networks had the kids sold up like that shit was just unheard of, dog. All right, bet. We about to get ready to wrap it up anyway, man.
Will they ever come up with a Static Shock movie?
If we get the Static, if I ever get rich one day, I'm gonna invest money into Static Shock.
Why the fuck? What's his name? Ryan Coogler.
Who?
Ryan, the nigga that do Black Panther. Why the fuck he? I mean, I know he gonna do Black Panther, but shit, come out with Static Shock.
It's politics and shit involved. You know what I'm saying?
I bet it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would like to see that shit. Or at least Netflix do some shit. Y'all want to be the motherfucking culture so bad.
Look, dog.
Independent films.
Like my best bet is you gotta do some controversial, constructive shit. Like you gotta buy a whole bunch of old people some hover rounds and let them race down the street, and then be behind the event, put your name and face on it, and people go on the interview and be like, why the fuck did you do this? And then all you got to do is just say, I want them to make a Static Shock movie.
Static Shock. I will support it. I will support it.
Man, we going to end it on that though, man, for this camera dive, man. Y'all, I am Rico Wayne.
Hitman B.
And this is the Feeltrip podcast, where we show our feelings can take us places, but also get us stuck in spaces. Shout out to all our viewers that's on YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify. The viewers on Facebook. And if you love Static Shock, stick around. We got a gift for y'all at the end. Hey, catch y'all next week. Be safe though.
Please, Batman, help me. Gotcha. That looks fun. Let me try. Not bad.